That's right.
Okay.
It's okay.
You're on the record as being very anti-Alan Moore.
Yes.
Right? Who's, kind of hurts my soul a little bit every time you say that.
I would get into that.
But this is a very different kind of story than Watchmen.
I actually have enjoyed a couple of issues I've read of Top 10 and the other one. Top 10 and the other one with just a superhero guy. I've enjoyed those.
He did a run in Supreme, is that what you're talking about?
No, there's Top 10 and there's another one. We'll come up with it later. I don't want to tie up time.
That whole
Maybe
line.
You're still doing it.
Okay, all right. So I seem to not like his more literary efforts, but I like his.
Well, what's the difference? I mean,
what did you think of this one?
Okay, The Killing Joke. Now, let me say, Killing Joke might be the first graphic. It is the first graphic novel I ever bought. It's not the first graphic novel that I ever bought that I still own because my mom confiscated it from me when she saw.
Your mom confiscated it.
There's a sequence with pictures that are very risque. And
really not that bad.
That was when it was 1988. I was 7 years old.
Shot.
And and it was where we discovered suggested for mature readers on comics, and I was then only allowed to get comics approved by the Comics Code. Anyway, love Killing Joke, love it. It is amazing because it's the art is incredible. Incredible. It's very realistic, but simplified. We'll call it
Simplified?
Rimplified. I don't know.
Rimplified. Sounds way not sexy.
It's wonderful art, and I don't know who to attribute, if it's the artist or the writer, but the things that are chosen as shots or the frames, you could not translate it in a movie. I don't think it works in a movie to have like a perspective shot of a point of view shot of Batman's hands, and he's just grabbing the Joker and he looks up and then he sees the white streaks on his hand and he says a line there that's very poignant to what you're seeing. If I saw that shot in the movie, it would feel kind of hokey. Well, and that just goes to say that comics are so their own art form, and
that's what I would argue is the genius of Alan Moore. I mean, he's famous for writing novels about what should be in the frame,
right?
And I would suggest that's probably the case in this instance. And I think, that's what I love about Watchmen too. And I'm surprised you over here and don't.
Watchmen and V for Vendetta and those things are all very dense. And League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, very dense and literary. And this is sparse. There's not. It's actually very. There's some of the writing that I don't like. But because the ideas that are expressed are so rad, it has some of the problems that I've expressed in many comic book segments, where it's very expository and people are speaking words that is not very human behavior. It's comic book behavior. But because what they're saying is like the best of comic book behavior, I don't care. And I know this